Welcome to Timeless Bible Story. Today we explore the life and message of Malachi, the last prophet of the Old Testament. His words carry divine warnings and promises, serving as a bridge between the Old and New Testaments. Malachi's prophecy was God's final message before 400 years of silence until the coming of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ. Let us journey through the powerful and prophetic book of Malachi. Unlike many other prophets, Malachi's background remains a mystery. His name means "my messenger," and scholars debate whether Malachi was his actual name or simply a title. He lived around 450 to 400 BC, during the post-exilic period when the Israelites had returned from Babylonian captivity and rebuilt the temple. However, despite their restoration, they had fallen into spiritual complacency. Malachi was chosen by God to rebuke Israel's sins, call them to repentance, and prophesy about the coming Messiah. Malachi delivered a series of powerful rebukes to the people of Israel. He pointed out their corruption, lack of faith, and disobedience to God's covenant. His prophecy was structured as a dialogue between God and the people, revealing their hypocrisy. The priests were offering defiled sacrifices, giving God their worst instead of their best. Malachi rebuked them, saying, "When you bring blind animals for sacrifice, is that not wrong?" Malachi 1:8. God desires pure and sincere worship, not mere rituals. Many Israelite men divorced their wives to marry foreign women who worshipped idols. Malachi warned, "The Lord has been a witness between you and the wife of your youth. So be on your guard and do not be unfaithful." Malachi 2:14-15. God values faithfulness in marriage as a reflection of his covenant with his people. The people were cheating workers, neglecting widows and orphans, and perverting justice. Malachi declared, "I will be quick to testify against sorcerers, adulterers, and those who defraud laborers of their wages." Malachi 3:5. God calls his people to honesty, compassion, and righteousness. The Israelites withheld their tithes and did not give their full offerings. Malachi boldly proclaimed, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this." Malachi 3:10. God promised to bless those who give faithfully. Amid his warnings, Malachi also brought a message of hope. He foretold the coming of a messenger who would prepare the way for the Lord. This prophecy pointed to John the Baptist and ultimately to Jesus Christ. "I will send my messenger, who will prepare the way before me. Then suddenly the Lord you are seeking will come to his temple." Malachi 3:1. Malachi spoke of a time when God's justice and mercy would be fully revealed, paving the way for salvation. Malachi ended his prophecy by describing the day of the Lord, a time when God would judge the wicked and bless the righteous. He warned, "Surely the day is coming. It will burn like a furnace. But for you who revere my name, the Sun of Righteousness will rise with healing in its rays." Malachi 4:1-2. This prophecy reassured faithful believers that righteousness would be rewarded, while the unfaithful would face judgment. The book of Malachi is not just an ancient prophecy, it carries timeless lessons for us today. Honor God with true worship. Give God your best, not your leftovers. Be faithful in marriage and relationships. Honor your commitments before God. Live with integrity. Do not cheat others. Live righteously. Give generously. Trust God with your tithes and offerings. Prepare for the Lord's coming. Stay faithful, for God's promises will be fulfilled. Malachi's message was God's final word before the coming of Christ. It was a wake-up call for Israel, and for us today, to live righteously, prepare our hearts, and trust in God's promises. What about you? Are you honoring God in your worship, relationships, and daily life? His words still speak to us today, urging us to remain faithful. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Malachi's prophecy, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Timeless Bible Story. Join us as we continue exploring the lives of great Bible figures